Welcome to the Spotlight Sports Show. I am Coach D, and these are my 5 running backs that you should have in your lineup coming up in Week 5. The first running back that you should have in your lineup is Carlos Hyde from the 49ers versus the Indianapolis Colts. Now, Hyde didn't put up a monster stat line last week, but he did have 13 plus PPR points in fantasy in all his 4 games this season. But he should remain active with the fantasy owners. I do like him against a real bad Indianapolis Colts defense. I feel like he's going to get more than 13 points in fantasy. I really do like how he runs the football, and he can catch the ball up the backfield. And the Colts have allowed a total touchdowns in the average of better than 26 point PPR points to runners this season. And I like how high, Carlos Hyde would get in the end zone this week. I promise you that. The next running back that I do have on my list here is Aaron Jones from the Green Bay Packers going up against the Dallas Cowboys. Jones did look okay in his absence, knowing that Ty Montgomery is out and Jamal Williams had hurt himself in the last week's matchup. I feel like against the Cowboys, he's going to have a great matchup, being very load owned. In a lot of leagues, you could definitely get him off the waiver wire. He's going to be a legitimate option for fantasy owners. And I do like the way he runs the football, and see what Todd Gurley was able to do last week against the Dallas Cowboys, putting up at least 30 fantasy points. And the Dallas defense has been very vulnerable, very not good to runners this season, allowing 28-point PPR points to contest to the position. He's going to be a great flex option. I really like this running back. So if you want to give him all waivers, then you can, and this will be a great pick for you. Next, we have the Indianapolis Colts running back Frank Gore going back home to face the San Francisco 49ers. This is going to be a revenge game for him, going back home to where he played all his career at. All his great highlights, everything that he did for that organization. This is going to be a great matchup for him. Gore ranks 23rd in PPR points among running backs this year. I like him as a flex as well this week. He's a great matchup for the 49ers, who have surrendered an average of 155 scrimmage yards, which that is 28.25 PPR points to running backs this season. Gore will stick to the franchise, and that let him walk in 2015. This is going to be a revenge game, and he's going to show them why he still got legs and he can still be a running back in this league. So if you don't have him, you can definitely pick him up off waivers as well. The next running back on this matchup is Christian McCaffrey versus the Detroit Lions. McCaffrey didn't meet expectations to PPR fans a week ago, but I still like him in this matchup despite the tough road matchup with Detroit. When you consider the Lions' fierce pass rush, I can see have Cam Newton use him as a check down person, dump offs, quick slants, definitely get the ball in McCaffrey's hands as many times as you can. Detroit has also given up 7 most receiving yards to running backs this year, so that is a good stat to actually have for Christian McCaffrey. But I'd like to see him rush the ball a little bit more. I know they have Jonathan Stewart in the back, but I can see Christian McCaffrey doing both, being a receiver and a running back that runs downhill. So I do like this matchup. So you could definitely put Christian McCaffrey in your lineup this week. And the final running back that I do have on this top 5 running backs to start this week is AJAYI versus the Tennessee Titans. And AJAYI has been a massive disappointment to me in the last couple of weeks. But the game script just didn't go in his favor. They was throwing the ball so much, so he really didn't touch the ball much. And when he did touch the ball, it was a very successful. But I think he bounces back against the Titans, who surrendered 29.10 PPR points to Lamar Miller a week ago. And Tennessee always allowed double-digit PPR points to number 1 runners opposed them, to this season. I feel like AJAYI is definitely going to get his feet wet again, and hopefully he can run the football even more, and he can definitely show up in this game against the Tennessee Titans. There are some other running backs that are coming out that I feel like is going to be sleepers this week. So I do like Bilal Powell versus the Cleveland Browns defense. I do like Duke Johnson Jr. versus the Jets defense. And I do like Andre Ellington versus the Philadelphia Eagles defense. And I like Wayne Gallman versus the LA Chargers defense. These are my top 5 running backs and some sleepers that I gave y'all. That's running backs that you should start in this week. I am Coach D from the Spotlight Sports Talk, and I'll see you on another video. Peace.